Hello, 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 my beautiful Scorpios. This is Darlene, and let me get situated here. And we'll start your reading for your person, no contact. So this would be someone who you feel romantic about and that you are currently either broken up from or just in general having no contact with. So I'll start to shuffle. We'll see what's going on. I'm asking, sort of doing this in my head. I know you can't hear me, but I don't think y'all can. Show me what's going on for them in their life, and then we'll see what comes out. And ask another question. Maybe I don't know yet what their intentions are, perhaps. We'll see. But let's see what's going on in their life right now, what they're dealing with, and as it pertains to my Scorpios. Well, got that coming out. Well, looks like maybe they're not at a crossroads anymore. That's a good sign. All right, I'm just going to keep shuffling here. Y'all know I'm not a fast shuffler, so bear with me. I like to get flowers when I can. But thank you for being here. I hope everybody's doing well out there. And we've got what seems to be an early spring going on here in Alabama, where I am. It's beautiful. Also, if you have not yet checked out my other playlist, I have other kinds of Scorpio readings. I also have twin flame readings, and I also do deceased loved ones. I'm actually a medium, so I have a long playlist of those. If that interests you, please check that out. And if you like what I do here, subscribe, you know the drill, or hit the like button so that more people will, see this. You know how that works with the algorithm. All right, let me see now. What have we got here for Scorpio's person? Ooh, wow, all right. Well, the energy of what I'm feeling here, they've been at this crossroads for some time. They've really, I just get a massive amount of indecision and agony over whatever this decision was in the upright that this person was facing. And of course, that's in the reverse, so that tells me that very probably they have made a decision. I think they could have been overindulging rather, maybe drinking a little too much to try to help deal with this stress over here. But this can also be one of my cards that indicates a third party. And I hate to always start out with this, but if the card's here, I'm going to tell you. However, what this is telling me, also I can read this, they've made a decision about maybe what was a third party situation, and now they're single. This Nine of Pentacles card can be liberation. It can be, this is someone who's independent, largely just independent. They're financially okay on their own. They don't need anyone. And so that could be telling me what's going on with your person. They're feeling a lot of remorse over what happened here with you two. And again, if you're not in contact, but guess what? They love you. Now, I don't always come to that. When I see this card, the Lovers, it was originally called the Choice. So oftentimes it means simply a choice. Like over here, this person was at a crossroads. Now they've made a choice. So it says that. But today I got because the choice they've made is they realize how much they love you. Now, however, you knew there was a but coming, didn't you? However, this King of Pentacles is someone who's not stable. He might even be having money troubles as opposed to this one here. And maybe this is just saying your person is single now, but that doesn't necessarily mean their money's right. This is an indication that that could be the case, that they're having a little trouble with their money, getting on their feet. Again, instability is the big message I get when this card is reversed. But now we've got two cards. Yeah, I just want to be sure I'm reading the right energy. The Two of Wands in the upright can be making plans, making a decision, choosing one wand over the other. but this came out in the reverse. I don't know. I just feel like we're going back here. This does not necessarily feel like a reversed energy for me today. So we might clarify that. Now, this is interesting because we have the World in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So this can say that they don't want a cycle. I ask how this pertains to you. They don't want a cycle to end. Apparently, they don't want this cycle to end with you. They don't want it to be over. Now, they're showing me that this Seven of Swords can be, of course, deception. It can be lying and cheating. They're probably telling me that's what happened back here, and maybe the very reason why you're broken up or you're not in communication with your person. But it can also be strategy. This person is strategizing. You notice he's leaving 2 swords behind, but he's chosen to keep these and walk forward, and he's sneaking away. The High Priestess is saying in the upright that your person is now listening to their intuition, but she knows everything. She's just keeping it to herself. So maybe your person is strategizing, but he's keeping that to himself, him or herself. There's no gender in tarot. So if I say he or she, that's because that's what's on the card. They could also be spying on you, which means could be looking at your social media, could be looking at your pictures, actually. You know, but this indicates, often it indicates communication. They've really been missing you, thinking about the good times you had, having nostalgia over the past, and of why this didn't work out. Because this is telling me, and I'm assuming it's applying to you. Now, this could mean, again, if you know that your person is in another situation, this could mean that they're thinking about you and they're nostalgic, but they're trying to end another situation over here. This Four of Wands is often, you know, it's not just about this, but it's often called the marriage card in the upright. And when it's in the reverse, this could mean the end of a commitment or committed relationship. With a King of Wands, well, kings or queens, and that there was a Tower moment. So I think this is your king, i.e. I just think, forgive me, again, there's no gender in tarot, but because most of my viewers are female, I tend to see the kings as your partner, the person you want to come in here. But that's certainly not, this could be a woman. If you're a male watching, this could absolutely be that energy, which is this King of Wands in the reverse is not a very nice person. He's not happy. He can be shallow. He can be all about him and selfish, and it's, you know, he can be angry for that matter. There was a Tower moment, or there could be about to be a Tower moment with, or, well, I don't want to go too deep. Let me see. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It was leading up. I could feel the energy building here. I think your person is telling me they realized that they were shallow or selfish, self-serving, and whatever happened to cause a Tower moment. I get the energy that this could be 2 towers. I'm just feeling this. I know this is a little odd. About something that happened with you in the past, this breakup of why you're not talking to each other. But this could also be future energy, because I just felt a shift in the energy. It was like, this is one kind of energy. I pick this up, and then the energy shifts. So that's telling me this could also be future energy. Maybe it's telling me your person is ready to come in as an emperor, someone who is in charge, who is disciplined and, you know, has his kingdom in order, so to speak. And he now knows that he did not stand up and fight for this relationship, and maybe he wants to come in and tell you that and communicate that with you because he loves you. Pardon me. Yeah, and he wants to balance out the situation with you. He wants to find balance. This is also the card of, it's a major arcana, the card of the divine trying to seek and balance the energy within a relationship, because they realize now you are their Ten of Pentacles. That sounds very cliche the way I'm reading this, but this is the cards. You guys can see the cards, right? That they're hoping you're going to put down your wall, or they're telling me they don't want this burden anymore of being in no contact with you. That could also mean that. All right, well, this is promising, Scorpios. This is promising. Now I want to ask, what card shall I use? I'm going to use this deck. I'd like to ask now what actions your person might likely take toward my Scorpio. What are their intentions and actions toward my Scorpio, please? Thank you guys so much for being here. Just so grateful for everybody that watches my videos. Thank you. Again, thank you for your, patience. My goodness, Scorpio. Incoming. Incoming. Oh my God. Because when I get a big card like that, I like to see what's at the bottom, crossing it. So the Ace of Pentacles is crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Happy home, happy everything. All right, well, let's see. Let's keep pulling these out. That one wants to come. Yep, there's that Page of Swords again from a different deck. So I think your person might finally, good heavens, finally be about to communicate with you. Again, that could be, just checking in on you, not losing. I get the feeling they just don't want to lose touch with you. If they've not been in a communication, oh my word, what? An Ace of Swords, they've had an epiphany. Yeah, they've been having these sleepless nights, anxiety, up at night. As Steve on Steve's Love Tarot says, this is the Nine of Swords, the card of up at 2 o'clock in the morning, pacing the kitchen with a bottle of whiskey card. That's what he says. I love it. He's a great, great, great reader. Y'all check him out. Wow, that's a lot of cards, but let me see here. We will take them, see if we can fit them in here. Okay. So, yes. I just see this Ace of Swords as, I see this person laying in their bed at night, or you can see the image on here. She's got her head in her hands, that lamenting pose of, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What, and I want to say, and then they have an epiphany, but this card came first, so I'm going to say they've had the epiphany of what you mean to them. And maybe also because I remember in some of your other readings, your person was having trouble, like they wanted to come in, but they didn't know how because of whatever they did. Maybe they did something pretty horrific and they couldn't figure out how to really make a movement towards you. And so there's some of that energy here too. Like they've been thinking a lot about you and trying to figure this out. Maybe they've been driving by your house or whatever. And then they have an epiphany about how they can do that. And now they're starting to panic. Oh my God, now it's real. Now it's real. Now I got to go. And oh my gosh, what, and what if they turn me down? What if, that what if energy is what I'm feeling off of that. Now, what have I done? What if they reject me? What if Scorpio rejects me? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. This is pretty strong right here, Scorps. I don't know. Something has really shifted in this week. My heavens. Okay. All right. We'll take it though, right? So the Hierophant can be, this was originally, he was a guru, right? So maybe it's telling me your person has received some kind of internal inspiration. Again, this could be a download. This could be an epiphany from the divine that's shown them how they can get justice or give justice or find a balance in this situation. And they're hoping they can come in and celebrate. Oh, yes. And the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is literally good fortune, things going in your favor. But the answer is you know, drum roll, the answer is the truth. They've got to come to you with the truth. And I think that is the epiphany here they've had, very probably. They know they can't come in the way however they were with you before. They know that's not going to cut it. They need to come in, they need to tell you the truth, they need to lay it all out on the table, and hopefully that will get this wheel in the upright here for the quote good unfortune. Now, I will say I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Hierophant card can often mean, it's often looked at as the card of marriage, and right next to the Justice card, this could mean they're telling me they want to come and tell you that they're ready to commit to you in that way. But I don't want to get your hopes up. That's why I read it two different ways. That being said, at the bottom of the deck, my Divine Feminine here, and you know in my readings, I typically read Scorpio as either the Empress or the Queen of Cups. So I say this is you right here. They're hoping for fertility in the relationship, that they can start to build and it can grow again, that they can find balance, find a way to balance this, because why? They want to reconcile with you, Scorpio. That's just, you know, I don't jump to that conclusion, but that's pretty straightforward here. They're finally ready to stand and fight for this, because why? They love you. They finally made the choice. We've got the Lovers twice from two different decks. Boy, do I love that. And your person is coming in as this King of Pentacles now in the upright. I think maybe this was telling me back here, maybe they were afraid, one of the reasons they were holding back from contacting you was they, again, were not feeling stable, whether that's monetarily or emotionally even. But I think now it's saying, but now he's got his act together and he's feeling like he can come forward to you and make you this offer. He's learned a lot. I think he's learned oh my goodness, this just gets better. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles is it can be an offer, you know, of something tangible, so he could bring you some kind of tangible thing. It can also be an apology, and it can also be, this is the card of the student, and I often get that energy from the Page of Pentacles saying, I've learned something from all of this. I've learned maybe he's saying, I learned what I did wrong, and now I know what I need to do to make this right and bring you my cup of love. But I don't think you see this, Scorpio. This is, you know, the moon, it's hidden. I don't think you know this is coming. You might they just might show up at your door because they want a rebirth. They don't want, I mean, I'm going to say they don't want this to end. This is also the card of transformation, and this is also a Scorpio card, the Death card. And they're feeling very, very passionate about this and passionate about you. Yes, they are. Wow, Scorpios, that's a very large departure. How your readings have been coming out. So for the Scorpios that I'm reading for today, it looks like you've got some good news coming in. And who knows, maybe I'm recording this the weekend before Valentine's. Maybe that's putting a little fire under their chariot. Who knows? I don't, you know, see the chariot here, but I do get a sense, and this is the first time in a long time I've gotten the sense from, especially like the Page of Swords here, that they might actually communicate with you. So maybe, you know, they just reach out with a little text on Valentine's Day and say, hey, I've been thinking about you, thanks for the memories or whatever. And I will tell you, if they do that, what I'm feeling is it's probably because they're testing the waters. They want to see how you will react. Will you even respond? So if you want this person back, well, I'm not going to give you advice. It's your situation, of course, but I do feel like there's just a lot. I feel like there's a lot of remorse, and I think they're just plain scared. Again, I think they're scared of how you're going to react, if you're going to judge them too harshly and say, you know, go take a hike or whatever, And that's certainly your privilege, and if that's how you feel. But if you want this person back, I would err on the side of hearing them out and cutting a little bit of slack, because I get with this card that it's taking a lot of courage for this person to reach this point if they come in and communicate with you. I just feel that. I know that's not necessarily, the Strength card is not here. I know that's not specifically but that card, but I don't just read the cards. I read energy, and that's what it's feeling like. This is saying this person's scared to death that you'll turn them down, and that's causing a lot of this anxiety. And I also think what they're not telling you is, because of that Moon card, that they are hoping this can turn into something bigger, and they know that has to start with telling you the truth. There's no question that this Queen of Swords is obviously, she's intelligent. It's interesting, I've never used this word to describe her, but it just came through to me, strategic. So what I feel about that is, if you look at the picture, she has her sword sheathed. She's like sitting there waiting patiently. This is, I perceive to be you, Scorpio. You're sitting there waiting patiently, and depending on how they come in, that sword will either stay in the sheath or not. So they know they have to come in and come correctly. They know they have to approach you with the truth, because that's all that the Queen of Swords is all about, the truth. Wow. Okay. Well, Scorps, that is my reading for you today. No contact with your person. I wish you all a whole lot of luck and a happy Valentine's Day. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you many blessings. Take care.